Banton goes big. Yes, he's got enough of it again. He's so dangerous, just sets himself, and there's no chance for mid-on there. Yeah, he set himself, gave himself a little bit of room, just delayed his hand slightly. That was the key. High and handsome, and really enjoyed that one. Not so much for Georgie Linda. You can only watch it sail over the boundary. So that's 6 gone now, 60 for 2. That is the sign of the batting floating power play which they've taken. Banton and Mushfiqur, the two men will be trying to put their foot down. Two very good players at the crease. Mushfiqur, somebody who likes to deflect the ball a little bit more, looks perhaps a bit more square of the wicket. Was outstanding the way he played yesterday. 37 he made, so he's in some good form. They've got to finish well here.
Yeah, he'll be able to just nurdle the ball around, get the occasional boundary. It'll be Banton at the other end who will really look to go big.
Nice shot. A little bit over-pitched. Mushfiqur, well, he doesn't nudge and nurdle that one. He hits that nice and clean for 4.
Just calculated. It's the slow ball, but he knows if he can go straight, mid-on, middle, in the circle, and get Bailey for a shot, and that's exactly what he's done. Perfect start to the over.
All up on the offside, 2 back on the leg side, deep fine leg and deep square leg. And he goes big. This is even better. A better looking shot, a cleaner strike. And that goes all the way for 6.
So last time I'll use the words nudge and nurdle to describe any batter in this competition. What a good shot. This one's got more pace on it, and that's why he's able to get a lot more distance on the shot. Mushfiqur Rahim.
Enjoyed that one, didn't he? The little man. Such a good player. Real tenacity, fighting spirit, lots of good qualities. Really held that Bangladesh order together, hasn't he, for so many years.
Oh, that's got onto him a bit quicker than he thought. Yeah, and he's done it all across formats. Mr. Dependable is the name that he's been given back home. Was this just a bit of extra bounce? Probably not as short as he might have thought to go on the pull shot. Mushfiqur.
Du Pavilion has he's made a good adjustment there, because he's got a deep fine leg and a deep square leg, so he's not going to be hit over the top with that sort of length. This one pulled down to that very man. It's a good bit of fielding. So it's a good comeback so far. 4-6, dot and a single in this floating power play. Not an easy time to bowl, has to be said. Got a man set. But it's this man who's going to be a tough man to stop. Projected score 106 currently. They'll probably want a bit more than that, won't they? 71 for 2. Well set, Tom Banton.
They'll be looking closer to that 120 mark. If these two can bat the majority of these next 3 overs, will surely be very close to that.
Yeah, a lot of good local players. Saw a few in the last game. Jongwe, he was impressive, wasn't he? Who have we got in this match today that we're looking forward to watching? Du Pavilion, 0 for 15. He wants to try and close this over out if he can. Bowling to Banton. He's across the crease. Hits it out to deep square leg. It's a little bit of a collision. I think he's okay.
Yeah, just going back to your question, we'll come back to that in the next over. 72 for 2.
At Aluban USA, we take cue from these great minds to engineer the future, keep our families away from harm's way.
My trust is just like Aluban-cladded buildings with an inner lining of stone core. You are safe with Aluban. No more fire.
We're back. 3 overs left. Amazi is back on. Amazi. So Tayyab Abbas has replaced Asif Ali, who's gone off. The impact player, Omar Zai, he's getting ready for his second over. Went for 12. Important time now. 3 men back on the leg side. That's well bowled. Excellent response to Banton. Get him off strike, that's always the best way.
You were just talking about the local talent coming through from Zimbabwe and some of those that have been there for a while. Tendai Chatara, we've already seen this evening for the Qalandars. Brad Evans is another, the captain Craig Irwin, who was in fine form in the recently ended ICC Cricket World Cup qualifiers. Zimbabwean captain as well. And then Wesley Madevere, who you'll see turning out with the bat in hand for JOBURG. Victor Nyauchi, the young seamer. Blessing Zarabani, you would have come across a lot of. Tall, talented, still quite young fast bowler as well. He's had opportunities to play in leagues all around the world. Wellington Masakadze as well, who was outstanding with ball in hand last night.
He was. This is hit very firmly down the ground by Tom Banton, but it's been an excellent start from Omar Zai. He's got his deliveries right in that block hole. Banton is just sweating on anything in the slot. Will Smeed missed out today. Unfortunate for the other Somerset batter. He's a very dangerous cricketer too. He's got him. That's a big wicket. Outstanding start to this over from Omar Zai, and he takes the captain, Mushfiqur Rahim, who gives himself a little bit of room. And again, we talk about the lack of bounce. Just tried to hit it too square, lifted the head a little bit.
Looked like there was just a puff of dust there as well, and might have just slowed up the pace of the ball after pitching. Mushfiqur Rahim, he goes for 19. JOBURG Buffalo, 75 for 3.
चलो एक नई पापा मंगवा लेते हैं।
नए पापा?
ये तो नहीं होगा हमसे। अरे क्यों नहीं होगा यार?
हेलो नई पापा।
अरे रोमी बेटा।
I was waiting to see when Yusuf Pathan would walk out. He may be over the age of 40, but he's still a man with a lot of power. a right-handed batter. Played many years in the IPL. KKR. Big friendly giant, I call him. And look at that, 274 matches. Outstanding record. Good to see him in the ranks. World T20 winner in the inaugural edition. So he's got quite a CV. And here we go. But he's got a different proposition now.
Wow, he struck that firmly. Just needed to be a meter and a half either side of that fielder. He got himself a boundary. This is the demise of Mushfiqur Rahim. Played that shot a couple of times in the previous over. It worked out well over mid-off this time. Probably just threw the shot a little too early.
He carves this one away. I think this man out there is very good fielding. Excellent job on the boundary from Brad Evans. And that was a good finish. Fantastic over from Omar Zaya. Ends the 8th at 76 for 3.
It's a crucial year for ODI cricket and India needs some answers. Who will anchor the middle order? Who will lead the bowling attack? Sab jawab milenge. First ODI, July 27th, 6 p.m. Streaming free on Jio Cinema. This broadcast on Jio Cinema is co-powered by MRF Tires.
Picture perfect. This was the final delivery. It was just, it was good in the end, I think. Not too high. Got away with that one. So 2 overs to go. And Mazondo has been brought into the innings. Left arm spinner. Owen Mazondo bowling from the golf course end, and he's bowling at Yusuf Pathan. He got away with that. I know Yusuf Pathan loves a bit of spin, and he would have been licking his lips there thinking, this is my time.
Well, Owen did one thing right, and that's that he didn't give the ball air. Got to be careful that it doesn't make it too short either.
Just don't give it any air. Not to this guy. He still hits it as far as anyone.
This one's gone very quickly through the air, but again, just looked like it lost some pace when it hits the surface. It makes it very difficult for the batsman to time the ball.
This has been hit well by Banton, and it'll go for 6. They've been a bit quiet of late, as Tommy Banton. Outstanding shot from the England batsman.
Yeah, they'll need a few more of these in these last few deliveries of the innings. And this one is struck perfectly. Mid-off back. All he can do is watch that sail over his head. Appreciated by his partner, Yusuf Pathan. Penultimate ball of the penultimate over.
And this one has been hit hard, but I think it's straight to mid-off. Oh, he's dropped him. Is that Craig Irvine? Who is it? It's Linda. George Linda. He's dropped a bit of a clanger there, straight to him.
Oh, they don't get simpler than this at long off. And he's in position for a long time. He hasn't had to move.
Yeah, very unlucky. Zondo. They're saying 1 left, but I think it's the end of the over. Umpires are just checking that now, and that is quite correct. So Zondo does a pretty good job Smiles all around. That ends the ninth. There's one to go. 86 for 3.
They live for power. They live for speed. They live for glory. Yamaha co-presents MotoGP. Live the true spirit of racing. Yamaha R15. We are racing perfection.
Banton approaching what will be his third 50 if he gets there. T10 50, so he's played a very good hand here tonight. Held it together, and it's Chitara who's going to end the proceedings here for the first 10 overs. 1 for 6, outstanding first over. He's bowling at the dangerous Banton. And that'll be it. They'll look for 2, and they won't come back. Good fielding. So he gets his 50. Well played, young man. 50 from 29.
Such a good strike of the ball. 2 sixes, 5 fours, and that complement to 50. Well, it's well bowled. It's well bowled by Chitara. Short. Yusuf Pathan looked like he wasn't expecting that. Done well, Durban Qalandars, to have 4 balls to go in the innings and just 87 on the board. It's going to be crucial that he finishes well here, Chitara.
Again, well bowled. Bowling to his field, got men out there on the leg side, and Yusuf Pathan waiting, sweating on one in that slot. He just can't get it, can he? But he's got the man in form back in strike. Banton 50 from 29. It's been a very controlled innings by his standards. Went a bit quiet in the middle, didn't quite get the strike that he perhaps should have got. Chitara doing a great job. And this one is not so good. A bit of a freebie down the leg side, and Tom Banton helps on his way.
The idea was right, looking for the Yorker, but it's the line that was wrong. It's got a long off back and a sweeper on the offside. So if he had managed to get that line outside the off stump, protection was there. This one is just too straight, turned around the corner. Takes Joburg to 92.
There are 2 balls left. Can they get to that magic 100 mark? Well, they'll be helped by that. Chitara will have to bowl it again, so still 2 to go. And this is a look at Banton's innings.
Been beautiful, hasn't he? Struck the ball so nicely. Put himself in positions where he's moved at the crease. He hasn't made it easy for the bowlers to bowl at him.
Yeah, quite interesting. He's a guy that sometimes can overhit the ball, and we've seen I think the players who've scored runs today, they haven't tried to hit it too hard, have they? Otapa is not somebody who normally goes big, but he hit really good controlled shots and got and did really well with it. I think that's the order for the day on this wicket. I think the players who have pinned their ears back have tended to come in and get out. So well done, Tom Banton. He's picked his area as well. So the last ball, 94. And this one is struck. Has he got it, the big man? I don't think so. No, straight to mid-on. So they fall short of 100. Chitara gets another one. Very good over.
Yeah, it's a slow ball. He's looking to get it in the block hole. Ends up being a low full toss. Pathan had an opportunity to put it away. Doesn't get enough on it. So wicket off the last ball for Chitara and the Qalandars. Over the captain. Just congratulating his colleagues as they make their way off the field. He'll be quite happy with the score on the board.
Yeah, he will. Anything under 100, you've done really well. And this was a look at the batting.